All right, let's dive into this twisted tale of triumph and revenge. The day I left home, the front door slammed shut behind me with a finality that echoed through the hollow halls of my childhood. The air was thick with the stench of disbelief and mockery. My family stood there, their faces contorted in a mix of pity and scorn. "You're chasing a dream that's as barren as the desert," my father had sneered. "You'll fail, and you'll be an embarrassment to this family." I was mocked for my pursuit of environmental science, stemming from a deep-seated love for nature and a burning desire to heal the planet. They laughed at my dreams of transforming barren lands into thriving ecosystems. "It's ridiculous," my mother had scoffed. "You're just a foolish dreamer." But I was fueled by an unyielding resolve. I abandoned the past, leaving behind the ridicule and the stifling expectations. I set out on a solitary journey, driven by the sting of rejection and an unwavering belief in my vision. The road was arduous, filled with countless setbacks and challenges that tested my mettle, but I pressed on, determined to prove my worth. Years passed, and I dedicated myself to mastering the art of ecological restoration. I studied under the best in the field, traveled to the most desolate places on Earth, and worked tirelessly to bring life back to dead lands. The ridicule from my family echoed in my mind, but it only strengthened my resolve. I was relentless in my pursuit, driven by a passion that burned brighter with each passing day. The breakthrough came when I was approached by a major environmental organization. They had heard of my work and wanted me to lead a project to transform a vast, barren wasteland into a thriving ecosystem. It was a monumental task, but I was ready. I assembled a team of experts, and together we set to work. The project was a success beyond our wildest dreams. What was once a desolate expanse of nothingness was now a lush, vibrant landscape teeming with life. The transformation was so profound that it caught the attention of the media. I was hailed as a pioneer in ecological restoration, and my work was celebrated around the world. Years later, I stood at the doorstep of my childhood home, a man transformed. I had achieved monumental success, and I was ready to face the consequences of my family's past derision. As I knocked on the door, I could feel the weight of my journey lifting from my shoulders. I was no longer the foolish dreamer they had mocked. I was a visionary, a pioneer, and a symbol of hope. The door creaked open, and there they were, my family, their faces etched with a mix of surprise and disbelief. I could see the recognition in their eyes as they took in the sight of me, standing tall and proud. A testament to my hard-won triumph. "Welcome home," my mother managed to say, her voice barely above a whisper. I stepped inside, my heart pounding with a mix of excitement and trepidation. I had prepared for this moment, and I was ready to face whatever came next. I had a surprise for them, a revelation that would leave them speechless. I led them to the living room, where I had set up a large screen. With the flick of a switch, images of the transformed landscape filled the room. The once barren land was now a lush, vibrant ecosystem teeming with life. The air was filled with the sounds of birdsong and the rustling of leaves. My family watched in silence, their eyes wide with disbelief. They could see the evidence of my success, the undeniable proof of my worth. The ridicule they had once heaped upon me now seemed like a distant, foolish dream. As the images faded, I turned to face them, my voice steady and sure. "This is what I've become," I said. "This is the dream you mocked, the vision you scoffed at, and now it's a reality that has transformed the world." The room was silent, the weight of my words hanging heavy in the air. I could see the quiet acknowledgement in their eyes, the profound regret that had finally set in. They had underestimated me, And now they were facing the consequences of their past derision. My father, his voice barely above a whisper, said, "We were wrong. We didn't believe in you, and we're sorry." I nodded, a sense of catharsis washing over me. I had proven my worth, and I had faced the consequences of their past derision. But more importantly, I had transformed not just the land, but also the hearts and minds of those who had once doubted me. As I left the house, I knew that I had achieved something far greater than just success. I had achieved redemption, not just for myself, but for those who had once mocked me. I had shown them the power of belief, the strength of conviction, and the beauty of transformation. And as I walked away, I knew that I had left behind a legacy of hope, a testament to the power of dreams, and a reminder that even in the face of ridicule and doubt, one can achieve greatness. The end.